judge you need, and also a space for public discussion. Community Watch, only on Focus FM. Community Watch.
The 3rd of August 2010, you're still live on 94.3 Focus FM. It's a Tuesday and it's 9 minutes after 7. You're very warmly welcome to 94.3 Focus FM, transmitting to you live from the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. This is your Community Watch. It's a current affairs magazine program right here on 94.3. We come to discuss issues that have happened or occurred in the country for the whole of the day, as well as those that have happened right here on the campus of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. My name is Atakusi Adusai from the entire crew here in the studios. I say a very big welcome to 94.3. It's your Community Watch.
Community Watch.
Welcome to focus-fm. You want it tomorrow, you need it today.
I just don't grow tired of listening to it.
Focus-fm-knust.
Today we're going into detail of the STX deal, which is in court. Now, however, debate on the deal carried on in Parliament today. The CPP's national youth organizer by name Kwabena Bonfe filed a writ in court seeking interpretation of the Constitution on international transactions. A debate on the STX deal will continue today here on your Community Watch on Focus 943. Meanwhile, government says it's not committed any illegality in the STX deal. Richard Kwashiga has released a statement in respect of Kwabena Bonfe's writ filed in court. We go into detail of that for you here on your Community Watch on Focus 943. As you tell us what you think, it's 1406. You type F, leave a space and follow with your message. Now we'll go into a second part of whether or not President Mo should run for 2012. The president says he will lead the party to victory in 2012. We will assess the president's performance against the NDC's chances of making it in 2012 if the President John Evans Mills leads the party. Now look at whether or not the president's performance is appealing to the party. Plus, we'll go into the quarters of the Electoral Commission to find out the arrangements so far in respect of the NPP, that's the National or the New Patriotic Party's upcoming Congress on Saturday. All these are more coming up on your Community Watch on Focus 943. It's 11 minutes after 7. We go for some words of motivation brought to you by Eunice Asantua. Eunice is with Focus 943. Eunice is also from the English department of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. And Eunice is telling you today that a problem shared, some say, is half solved, but a problem shared means a relief from one's burden. A problem is no longer a burden when it's shared with someone. Let others into your problems, but let God into your problems, because He is the best person to solve them for you. Kind courtesy Eunice Asantua of the English department of this university, the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. Is 12 minutes after 9. David Apenga is right here, and in a short while David will deliver to us a summary of news as have happened in the country, and of course here on the campus of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. It's your Community Watch on Focus 94.3.
Giving your information we judge you need, and also a space for public discussion. Community Watch, only on Focus FM.
Welcome to focus-fm. You want it tomorrow, you need it today.
I just don't grow tired of listening to it.
To focus-fm-knust.
Community Watch.
Well, it's 13 minutes after 7. David Apenga has just joined us here in the studio. And David will take us through a summary of what has taken place in the country and here on the campus. David, good evening.
Good evening, Atta.
How do you do?
How do you do too?
Okay, it sounds quite funny how we respond to how do you do, but it's what's supposed to be done. But take us through what's happening in the world of news.
Well, in the world of news, the municipal chief executive of the Techiman municipality, Honorable Alex Cherme, is asking the youth of Ghana to focus on and follow their dreams. The MCE, who was addressing about 1,000 Adventist youths drawn from the various tertiary campuses as part of the 10th anniversary Congress of the Ghana National Association of Adventist Students held in Techiman, asked the youth to stay away from all forms of immorality and take their education very seriously. Also, the government says it has not committed any illegality in the handling of the STX Korea housing deal in respect of the $1.5 billion loan needed to start the construction of 30,000 housing units for the country's security services. The new Vice Chancellor of the University of Ghana, Legon, Professor Ernest Aite, has been commended by his colleagues of the Mensa Sabah Alumni Association, that's the Vikings, for making them very proud as he heads the nation's premier university. Also, the Ochehini Osajifo Amoetia for repenting has caused the arrest of an executive of the National Democratic Congress in the Eastern region, and a member of Ghana's World Cup Planning Committee, John Vega, has denied a media report that accused the committee of causing financial loss to the tune of 494,000 Ghana cedis to the state. Also, the leader and founder of the United Renaissance Party, Kofi Wayo, has said he possesses the skill and technical knowledge in the oil business, so he should be given the mandate to be in charge of Ghana's oil. Mr. Joseph Yamin, Ashanti Regional Secretary of the ruling National Democratic Congress, is questioning Mr. Kwabena Bomfe's motives for stalling the passage of the STX housing agreement, and the Food and Drugs Board has put a halt on sale of poisoned goldfish in Tema. Now, the Greenwich Cold Store in Tema has come under intense scrutiny by the security agencies, who are looking for 2,000 cartons of imported goldfish, which were declared unwholesome by the Food and Drugs Board, but were allegedly diverted into the warehouse in the port city. And provisional results of the 2012 Basic Education Certificate Examination (BECE) were released on Monday, August 2nd, indicating that 1,075 candidates had some of their subjects cancelled due to examination malpractices, and government says it has not. Worrying developments affecting the ruling National Democratic Congress in Tamale, the Northern Regional Capital, have drawn condemnation from the party regional executives, and 2 babies aged 5 and 7 months have been spending the last 3 weeks in the whole central prisons after a Pando Circuit Court slapped a 12-month jail term on their mothers, 18-year-old Belinda Otu and 20-year-old Elizabeth Asantua. And the Vice President John Mahama has reassured journalists of government's commitment to promote press freedom in the country. And Parliament on Monday, August 2nd, passed the Education Amendment Bill 2010 to revert the duration of senior high school SHS education from 4 to 3 years. And that's all for the news updates for today's edition of the Community Watch. Good evening.
Okay, thank you very much. That's coming from David Apenga with the news crew. It's still on Community Watch on Focus 943, 17 minutes after 7 on the 3rd of August 2010. In a short while, we'll be going through a debate on the STX that took place in Parliament here on your Community Watch on Focus 943.
Look at the negotiations they did for the gold. Does it benefit us? Does the gold benefit Ghanaians? No. Right? How much does the cocoa benefit Ghanaians? Huh?